everybody. Welcome to the Book Fest Spring 2023. I'm a German author, and I'm here to tell me a bit about my story because I'm about to become not only a best-selling German author, but also an US English author. Last year, I undertook the great adventure to get my best-selling series of 30 romance suspense books translated. And now we're actually here, and 5 books are already published. And I can tell you that it was a long, long way to get here. It all started out at a time when I didn't have much money, and I was a serious book addict. That meant I've read at that time 2 to 4 paperbacks during a week. That was before the time of ebooks, obviously. And I was freshly separated from my now ex-husband. I was pregnant. I didn't have a job. I didn't have any money. So, what to do? So I decided to use the time that I would have spent reading normally with writing, because up until then, up until this moment, I always wanted to write, but everybody always told me there's no money in books, and I didn't want to be one of those starving artists. I mean, who wants that? And so I never took the time to write, because writing is, work like everything else. And so I started then. I wrote a whole book, urban fantasy at that time, and sent it out to publishers, got refused, and put it back into my desk. That's where it sat for a couple of years. But I did have my ear out on what's happening in the US. And when I started to hear stories about successful self-publishers, that was a near prick moment for me. So I watched the news, and as soon as it got available in the German market on Amazon Germany, I was with those first authors in the first year who put out my book, and it was very, very, very successful. I wasn't prepared at all. I didn't even have written the second and the third book, and it was a trilogy. But I put on my big girl panties and got to writing. And I finished, about a year later, I had the second book finished, and half a year later, I had the third book finished. And then I decided to get serious about my career as an author. And since I knew I wanted to write what I like myself to read, I knew it would be romance again. I knew that in Germany, books that take place in the US sell very well. And since I do have an entrepreneurial mind, I really did want those books to have a good start. So when I decided on the US as a place where the books are going to take place, I decided to go with something I know. And since I've spent 1 year as an exchange student in the Rocky Mountains, it was a no-brainer for me to choose that as the setting for my series. And at the beginning, I thought, well, maybe I do 10 books. Let's see how that goes. And it went really well. Every book after the other, I had more buyers, more fans, and I've published 4 books every year for the past 10 years. So that's why when I finished book 30, 3 times as much as I used to think I would write, I decided to take the big step over the big ocean and get them translated. And here they are. The Rocky Mountain romances are standalones, but they always take place in the same small mountain town. You will meet old friends that you've gotten to know already. You will be able to follow their lives, how it progresses. You will meet other pets, very important in my life, and you will also have a bit of suspense in every book. But you can start with book 1, you can start with book 5. It's all explained a bit, so you know all the most important players in the city. And yeah, I really hope you will also enjoy the books as much as I enjoyed it writing them. And you can find my books and me on virginiafox.com or on facebook.com/booksvirginiafox or on Instagram fox_Virginia. I would be very happy to see you there and leave a comment. Enjoy the rest of the book fest and have a great time. Bye.